Recently, reports appeared in the information space with reference to Pentagon spokesman Patrick Ryder about the possibility of North Korean troops participating in the war against Ukraine on the side of Russia. Patrick Ryder noted that if the North Korean regime decides to send its troops, they will become cannon fodder. These statements are cause for concern, as the question of military technical cooperation between the DPRK and the Russian Federation remains open after the recent visit of Russian President Putin to Kim Jong-un. So, it is important to consider how many troops and what weapons North Korea has. North Korea is known for its closeness, so objective data on its military capabilities is difficult to obtain. However, we can use the data from the Military Balance 2023 guide, which gives an idea of the current military potential of the DPRK. According to this guide, at the beginning of last year, the total strength of the North Korean military was 1.28 million active military personnel and 0.6 million reservists. North Korea's ground forces number 1.1 million soldiers, and another 5.7 million people belong to various paramilitary groups. North Korea's ground forces consist of 10 infantry corps, 1 armored division and 6 armored brigades, 6 mechanized divisions, 27 infantry divisions, 1 artillery division, 21 barrel artillery brigades and 9 MLRS brigades. The command of the Special Operations Forces has 88,000 soldiers. In terms of armaments, North Korea has approximately 3,500 main battle tanks, including the T-34, T-54, T-55, T-62, Type 59, Konma, Pakpong, and Sun gun. They have 560 PT-76 light tanks. In addition, there are 2,500 armored personnel carriers of various types: BTR 50, BTR 40, BTR 152, BTR 60, Type 531, Type 63, VT 323 and M2010, 6x6 and 8x8. They also have 32 BTR 80 units. The uncertainty regarding the participation of North Korean troops in the war against Ukraine on the side of Russia raises many questions. On the one hand, cooperation between the DPRK and the Russian Federation may have serious consequences for the security of the region. On the other hand, the participation of North Korean troops may not be effective enough due to their insufficient training and outdated weapons. The question of how active the military technical cooperation between North Korea and Russia can be remains an open question. The conditions that could force Kim Jong-un to take such a step also remain unclear. However, it is clear that the potential involvement of North Korean troops could change the dynamics of the conflict. Given the current situation, it is important to consider the possible implications of cooperation between North Korea and Russia for regional and global security. If North Korea really supports Russia in the war against Ukraine, this could lead to an escalation of the conflict and draw other countries into it. Other countries, especially those that support Ukraine, may consider stepping up their efforts to contain aggression and prevent further escalation. This could include expanding economic sanctions, providing military aid to Ukraine, and strengthening diplomatic efforts to resolve the conflict. Additionally, North Korea's potential involvement in the conflict could have domestic ramifications for Kim Jong-un's regime. The North Korean regime has been under the pressure of international sanctions and economic isolation for a long time. Involvement in the war on the side of Russia could lead to even greater pressure on the country's economy and increase the risk of internal instability. In general, the situation with the possible involvement of North Korean troops in the war against Ukraine on the side of Russia remains uncertain and requires close attention from the international community. The further development of events will depend on the decisions taken by the leaders of these countries and international reactions to these decisions. Thus, in this context, it is important to focus on diplomatic efforts to prevent the escalation of the conflict and find peaceful solutions. The international community should continue to work on strengthening the mechanisms of control and deterrence of aggression, as well as supporting Ukraine in its struggle for sovereignty and territorial integrity. This situation also highlights the need to strengthen international alliances and cooperation to ensure global security and stability. Further work in this direction will help prevent new conflicts and reduce the risk of drawing other countries into existing conflicts. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel.